Oh yeah. So I had a Game Boy that also came from my grandma. My Meemaw, technically. Both my GameCube and my Game Boy are from my grandma. My dad's parents were not very into video games. They're more into camping and outdoorsy stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next console after that, I think, was the Wii. I remember, like, you remember how popular the Wii was.
Yeah.
And I remember winning one. It was really hard to find because they were like all sold out. And all my friends had one, so me and my siblings like kind of all begged for it. I feel like it was like the first console where like everyone was like had to have it.
Yeah.
So that was like the first console that my parents ever bought us, like brand new, was a Wii. And they bought it as a Christmas present for me and my 3 siblings, all like kind of packaged into one.
That's cool.
And that came with Galaxy. I think Galaxy was like the only real game we had for that for a while.
I think I got my Wii at a store called FYE. I think that was the only thing I ever bought.
FYE.
It was in a mall.
For your e-formation?
What?
FYI, FYE.
Oh, yeah.
For your e-formation. For your entertainment, actually. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I'm here for your entertainment. You bought a Wii specifically to play Twilight Princess. I had it on the GameCube. I preferred the GameCube version, actually.
I never had a GameCube. I had an N64. That was my first console.
Wait, how old are you now? This is important.
35.
35. Wow, so you started kind of late in the whole console business then, huh?
Yeah, I was 10, I think, when I got my first one. So had that, and then never had a GameCube. I knew somebody that had a GameCube, but I never had it. And then went from that to my brother had a Game Boy, so I kind of played that some. I had the Wii, but that was a little bit later. I had the original Xbox in 2001. My grandfather bought me that. Yeah, that was a total surprise. He just came home one day and had that. He just went all out. He went out one day for his house and he got like one of those, you know, those old style big screen TVs that were like the rear projection giant box screens. He got one of those for his house.
Sounds like it was his end of life crisis.
Yeah. And he got new furniture. He got like the whole surround sound system and new carpeting and everything. And then along with that, he got an Xbox and then gave the Xbox to me.
It always makes me sad, like how much old people don't want to play video games.
Yeah.
Or like give it a shot and like they just have no interest.
Yeah, neither one of my parents were really ever into it. They didn't really mind that I was into it, but they never got into it. And then I think after that I had an Xbox 360 and PS3 and a Wii.
Oh, you had that whole generation.
Yep.
That was next.
And then I kind of got out of it for a while. So I did end up getting a PS4 and an Xbox One S, but that's it. So I'm a little bit behind now. I don't have the Series Xbox and I don't have a PS5. I do have a Switch.
Switch is all you need.
Yeah, I just got the Switch pretty recently. So it's like probably a bad time to get it because they're most likely going to have a second one at some point. And then the original one might come on sale.
Or it's the best time to get it because it has the best full freaking library. It's almost overwhelming.
Right.
What games did you get first?
Yeah, I just got it, so I still need to get some suggestions here.
You don't have a single game for it?
Not yet.
What should be his first Switch game, chat? Where should he start? We need to pick him a game. I mean, I'd probably say, are you a Smash Bros guy?
Yeah.
Are you more of a single player guy?
I had the original Smash Bros on N64.
I feel like Smash is a good place to start just because it has so much to do. You have World of Light, like I said, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Mario Odyssey is also a really good option, even though it's pretty old at this point. But if you've never played it or seen it all the way through, then definitely. What Switch games do you have like the most experience with, even though you haven't owned a Switch?
Not much, really. I mean, I've seen playthroughs of the newer Zelda games, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but that's about it, really.
Did you play Mario Kart 8 before it came out, before it got released, or have you played much Mario Kart 8?
No.
Oh shoot, that's where it's at. All right, here we go. This is a moment again. Can we beat twin molds as Fierce Deity Link? I should have got more arrows, but this should be fine. Okay, I can L-target. Yeah, I can L-target the tail. Be a little bit
And it's so funny that I was just looking that up recently, the L target versus Z target, because, you know, since my first console was the N64, everything was Z targeting. But then the GameCube was L targeting, so.
Yeah, they rearranged the buttons weirdly.
Yeah. There's like a whole debate online over, you know, like,
Yeah, that's their fault.
which one's right?
That's Nintendo's fault for making it confusing. Yeah, do Q targeting next time. Just switch it up. Switch it on them. They want to suspect a thing. Yeah, this is actually not working nearly as well as I thought. Now with ZL targeting. That's true, it is both.
Yeah.
Nimpok is so funny. Nimpok just comes through with like the most fire jokes in chat, like out of nowhere sometimes. It's great. Q usually makes you drop things. Yeah, if it's a keyboard. Yeah, for sure. But does it have to be L targeted for the? I think it might have to be. Drop a sick beat. Is that sick enough for you? It's hard to tell how close they are to being dead right now. Oh, I should put the your name on stream again. We killed him. That was easy. Two more checks. Here's one small key fire temple. Next check is Swamp Skull to the token. And then also Stray Fairy. So one of those was the Elegy of Emptiness, since this is the first dungeon we've completed, just in case you were confused. One was Heart Container, Elegy of Emptiness, then last was Boss Remains. All right, now we get to do this. Oh, she's just ready to go. She's like, pick me up already. All right, girl. Yeah, I think two more checks.
Stuff her in the bottle.
Scoop. Okay, can I finish all of the swamp checks before the end? We just have Butler Racing and Swamp Shooting Gallery. Or boat shooting game with the witch. If I beat the temple, I don't need to save the witch, do I? I hope not. I think that counts as an automatic save. Does Dusky Princess count as a check? No. I have not. I think you can randomize bottle contents, but I did not. Just because I'm still afraid of that setting. It seems a bit too chaotic.
So you've got a couple sessions of Halo coming up. Have you played Halo much?
So we're playing the campaign of the remake of the very first Halo game.
Mm-hmm.
The very first Halo game was like the only Halo I ever played.
Okay.
Along with some ODST. ODST was the one I played second most. But never story, that was just multiplayer with friends. Thank God this dude doesn't drop fire. What about you, are you a Halo guy? Seems like you would be.
I had them. I know the original Halo probably better than the other ones, but I did have like Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, I think.
Halo Reach, yeah, that one was really good. It's like 4, I think. Dude, playing this section of the game with freestanding item randomizer on would be crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many like extra paths and stuff. Don't even know like how that would work. Silver, another ice-sized silver rupee. Oh my gosh, really?
One thing I liked about the 360 that's not really game related, but just the console in general, is that Microsoft at that time had the like Windows Media Center, which they never really replaced, and that was kind of sad because that was a cool like media player, and it connected into like TVs, so you could even play like DRM encrypted content from like cable or over antenna, stuff like that. And they don't really have anything like that anymore. I guess all that stuff's kind of going away. It's all streaming.
Yeah, it's changing so fast. It's so wild.
Yeah.
For a lot of it, it's like good, but there's definitely bad sides. I'm not sure how much I'm like afraid of this whole thing about not owning anything type situation. Like, we don't own our music anymore.
Right.
And like not owning games. Like, a part of me cares, but the other part of me is like, yeah, even if I like never had access to it again, it wouldn't be the end of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just sucks when it's all owned by these giant corporations and then they get into arguments with each other and they decide, I'm taking my whole library off of your platform, and you lose access to everything even though you paid for it.
Yeah, I think they actually are. I saw a news story yesterday, I think with Philip DeFranco, talking about how there actually is a lot of companies and like legislation and stuff trying to potentially push for more rights for people who buy digital content and like more restrictions and rules when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I wish the Xbox 720 was the name of the next Xbox. Going from 360 to 1 was such like a like feeling.
Yeah. And it's weird how they did like Xbox One S and One X and then Series S and Series X. Like, was That was the move there.
It must have been one of those situations where people who are working with it every single day think it's like common sense, but then like they never get like a proper opinion from anybody outside of their like inner circle.
Yeah.
Oh, do I really need to save the witch too? Fuck. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Hopefully the boat cruise doesn't close at nighttime. You hope the next one's the Super Nintendo Switch, not Switch 2, just a bland naming scheme. I think Super Nintendo Switch would be a terrible name. I don't like the concept of using the word super to insinuate sequel. I think Switch 2 is good. I don't think it needs to be, I think the Switch name is the creative part. Like they've done it. Like imagine if iPhone renamed the iPhone like every single model. Like that'd be weird as heck. People would hate that. if instead of having the iPhone 2, we had the Jello phone as a second one, and then it was like the rainbow phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if you name it Switch Deluxe, it doesn't sound like a sequel. That's like naming it Switch U. It's the same thing. I don't think there's any good way to indicate that it's a sequel console apart from saying 2. Because otherwise you have to do too much hurdles to explain to people that it's a sequel. It's not obvious. And then you go back to having those commercials for the Wii U back in the day where they're literally talking down to the customer being like, it's called the Switch U because blah, 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 blah. Like that shouldn't have to be explained. It should be so obvious that it doesn't need an explanation. That's what it needs to be. Nintendo is creative. I think they'll have a great name. No. Bad take. I guess Super Nintendo worked back in the day, but I don't even like the concept of it being the NES and then Super NES. I didn't like that.
No.
It actually took me like until I was like in my 20s to realize that even like the separation between the two. It was that confusing even as a Nintendo fan, I didn't understand what was going on until my 20s. Do you really understand what's going on in your 30s? Actually, I'm even more confused now that I'm 30. I'm like, why would you name it the Super Nintendo? But I've always been kind of like what the heck are you doing, Nintendo, when it comes to all their naming patterns for almost all their games. Especially when they started using new as the way to make it seem like it's a sequel.
Yeah.
New Super Mario Bros. U, new everything. Oh, I fucking hated that too. And also OLED? OLED, really? If anything, they've already lost their credibility for naming that one the OLED. Like that's...
Yeah, I did not get the OLED version because most of the time I'm just going to keep it docked anyway. So.
If anything, the OLED should be called the Super Switch because that kind of is not a sequel. It's just like a little upgrade. That would make sense, calling that the Super Switch.
Yeah.
They better not call it the new Switch. Nintendo Switch new.
Yeah.
New Super Nintendo Switch.
Kind of silly how small the internal storage is on the Switch, just without any, SD cards or anything.
Probably because when they were making the models, they hadn't really had as cheap small storage at that point yet.
Mm-hmm.
Back in like 2015, almost a decade ago.
It's crazy it's been that long.
I don't think that they had 2 terabyte micro SD cards back then. I always wonder, like, whenever anything comes out from Nintendo, how long they were working on that thing before it got released.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder when they started development over the Switch.
Probably took quite a few years.
I'm actually shocked that we haven't found a mask in the past, like...
I know.
What? How many checks have we done today?
The whole play session.
Like maybe 40 checks?
Yeah, ton. Didn't get one single mask.
Should I do the same one again? Or is it cursed?
Got to be this time.
Anybody who's saying yes, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you believed in the masks. Start prediction. Just keep going.
There it is.
Keep going with it. Wait, it's saying I can do the Skull Kid check. I'm gonna go up and confront Skull Kid real fast. All right, can we get this? He dropped a Skulltula token. Number 30.
30.
And I got a Rupor for the Song of Time. That sucks.
Yeah.
Can you play Song of Soaring up here? Well, do I have to just wait here? Can I teleport to, like... Oh, I can't teleport anywhere from up here. I guess we just gotta wait for the timer to go out. Moon Crunch. Okay, I'm gonna go fight Captain Kita. I think that's my wave. Captain Kita. At your service. I can see your halo. Your halo. I can see your halo. The Sons of Quad. Oh my gosh, Emily. The Sons of Quad. That actually has a ring to it. It's like Sons of God, Sons of Quad. Oh shoot, I didn't get any arrows. I'm out fucked. I can't slow him down. Where are you going, bro? Bro! Bro! What the fuck was that? Yeah, I should probably just teleport away at this point. You have to come here with arrows. It's sacrilegious to say quad, damn it. Quads on humor is pretty peak. Quads on humor peak, not cringe at all. Embraced by comedians everywhere. Give him this. Stray fairy, great.
Just what you wanted.
I've been asking for it for a decade. Oh, we also get a second thing up here, actually. I just forgot.
Also, just what you wanted.
Oh yeah, let's go show a picture of Tingle to the guy.
Here's your weird son. I got a picture of him.
Oh wait, it's not midnight yet, is it? Can we save Grandma? Can we take a picture of North Clocktown Tingle? Is that fine? I think so. Oh yeah, he's gone during nighttime. That's right. He sleeps. He loves it.
His favorite song. There it is.
So good. Sometimes a simple 2-note song is all you need. I just wanna eat some French fries.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
See? I've been on like a curly fry streak for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
I like buying those like things of Arby's fries at Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Arby's one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the perfect seasoning. Get out of here, Sakon.
Finally, you can do it.
Took so long. Please? Shit! I'm going back to Ocarina of Time. I'm tired of waiting for time to pass, honestly. Here it is, here it is. All right, these should be 2 more checks. Will that be 5 and 6? Might be, I don't know.
I have not been paying attention.
Let's see, let's see. One thing that we got near our house recently is a Jollibee, which is like a Filipino fast food place that sells spaghetti and fried chicken. And I've gone there a few times, and I've decided that I don't think I like Jollibee. It's not very good. Like, they don't make good spaghetti, in my opinion. Apparently, that's an opinion you're like kind of supposed to keep to yourself. Because I saw like I think it was Benny Blanco, Selena Gomez's boyfriend. He did like a taste test for Jollibee, and he like really over exaggerated. He was like gagging and stuff, like, ugh, this is so gross, like, ugh. But like he pissed so many people off. Like people tried to cancel him because of his reaction to eating Jollibees.
Wow.
Crazy. It has like a die-hard fan base.
There we go.
Here it is.
Finally.
Check number 6. Finally, the poll ended. Check number 6 had a mask. Yes.
People are going to lose some points on that one.
Most people said yes, actually. Whew. I got so worried that I was not going to find something good. Thing is, we could have gotten this from the very beginning. This doesn't require anything for us to collect.
Yeah.
How did I miss it? I've been here several times, too. I even got the chick up here.
I know, it's just right there, yeah.
I used the chicken to get it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's been that accessible this whole time. Gold Skull to the randomizer will do that to you, I'll tell you what. It's really easy to just miss one Gold Skull to the token, but I'll come back for it. Whew. Well, that's going to wrap up today's Zooter session, everybody. Thanks for predicting. Rest in peace to anybody who has no channel points after today. Also, thank you, TechStorm, for joining us again today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's been fantastic.
I'm feeling so clean. I know I'm a star. I can tell because all of my dreams are bizarre. It's gonna work out. You know that it's based. I can tell by the way that they move in the face. I'm a stargazer, shit that make your heart stir. I'm a lace up, sharper than